Other groups are not sabotaged the way Black people are. Other groups are brought in to be buffer classes, meaning you'll bring in the Asians, the Arabs, the Hispanics, and you'll set them up. You won't sabotage them, and then you'll hold them up as the model minority. They're happy playing the second, third, and fourth role, just as long as we're on the bottom.
What can we do to stop them from undermining us?
You know, white supremacy is fueled by one thing. The fuel of white supremacy is anti-Black racism. It's not fueled by anything else. The fuel that runs white supremacy is the level of anti-Black racism they can display and how bad Black people are doing. When Black people start to rise up to a certain degree in large numbers, we become a threat. That goes back to the Seminoles down in Florida. That goes back to Wilmington, when Black people were very successful in Wilmington. The white supremacists got together and destroyed that city. When Black people got together and built their community in Tulsa, the white supremacists got together and bombed that place. Black people are the only group of people whose success is seen as a threat to the dominant society. This is why we get so much anti-Black racism from the Arab community out there in Detroit. Just this week, an Arab was arrested for shooting a bunch of Black folks out there. In the Asian community, we get the Peter Liangs and all of these Asian store owners beating up Black women in these stores. And then we have the Hispanic community, the white Hispanic community, who shows the same anti-Black racism in many cases. So they are the buffer class. They're happy being number two to white supremacy, long as they think they can be on top of us. So whenever we talk about tangibles, we start hearing stuff about minority coalition. That means all of these buffer classes. And for a long time, we've been going for the minority con game. Every time we talk about we need to get tangibles for Black folks, politicians will do a trick on us and say, okay, we'll do a tangible policy for minorities, like affirmative action. We'll give y'all affirmative action, but that'll be for minorities. And all of us, when we go to the table with our plate, we see the white Asian, the white Hispanic, the white Native American. We see all of these other groups eating off that minority plate, and we get crumbs.